Okay. Okay, can you just say your name and the A levels you studied at City Easington Sixth Form College?
So my name is Blessing Adetunji, and I study English literature, sociology, and politics.
Okay. Can you just describe your study routine when you were at college?
So we have a lot of frees during my time at CN Islington. So I used my frees in order to study in the library, and I'd also like to book rooms with my friends to also bounce off ideas while we studied.
Okay. How did you balance college work and your other kind of outside commitments?
So how I balanced my my college life and my outside commitments was by prioritizing my time, as well as using time for different activities. So we would have certain days of enrichment. So I would make sure I would do all my schoolwork before enrichment, so I would have time to fully focus on those.
Describe how you revised.
So my revision tactics were basically I would look at the places where I'd be struggling. So, for example, if there was a certain topic that I was struggling on, I would prioritize that. Whereas topics I would understand, I would just go over in terms of my notes and flashcards. So those are the tactics I would use, as well as putting posters around my room and around my house to positively reinforce that kind of knowledge.
Have you ever struggled to motivate yourself, and what has motivated you to work hard?
Um, Many of times it's when I feel just unmotivated to do work, I would just look at the future or go to my teachers to get feedback. So I have that push, I have that aspiration to fight against every unmotivated feeling that I have, as well as going to my friends and like talking about our problems and just overcoming together as a cohesive group.
Did you make use of study groups when you were at college?
Many a times. So lots of my friends and I were in the same classes, so we found that we had a common interest to study together, and because we had lots of subjects in common, we would always find time to study together. It also helped that most of us were in the same classes, so if one person didn't understand something that was happening in class, we could also reinforce that knowledge and explain it, so which also helped us understand.
Did you make use of feedback from your teachers?
Definitely. So I would always go to a workshop to get feedback on my writing when I did like practice essays and just practice questions. So feedback was really helpful to improve my grades, especially at the beginning of year 13.
What extracurricular activities did you take part in, and what did you gain from them?
So I took part in legal action, and the legal action club has really helped me push forward my academic career as well as my future career in law, which is a career path that I'm hoping to go down. So in legal action club I took part in um the Norton Rose Fulbright um work experience. I also took part in a 3-day work experience with a solicitor, shadowing her, Tyan Fadayomi, and it was very helpful as I saw the different types of law that I could go into, and it's also helped me network in different places. So I've also got into university, which is a charity that helps push people forward, and I'm currently on the Big City Bright Future internship, so it's really helped me.
Okay, so you've already mentioned legal action, but can you also explain how else the careers team has helped you when you've been at college?
Careers has also just helped me mentally. So if I had a problem, I would go to careers, and it would also help me think out my plans for the future more clearly. So I could just categorize what I need to do and how I need to overcome certain situations. And it also helps me academically in terms of how I would watch out for what I say in my emails, in my essays, in my just generally speaking, how I would articulate myself, and it helps me so much. It also was a place of solitude in the sense that I could always go to careers and I was welcomed with open arms. So yeah.
Okay, last couple of questions. What's your plans now? What's your plans now? You come to the end of your A levels and you'll get your results this summer. What's the plan?
So I'm just waiting on my results, but I hope to go to university to study law, university, and I hope to also join different societies such as law societies. That has helped me because I know from legal action the benefit it has having that collective there.
Okay, last question, Blessing. This talk is going to be delivered to Year 12 students when they're just starting the college. Have you got any further top tips to be a successful A-level student?
Utilize the library if that's still an option after all of this, but also don't leave anything last minute. If you have the time, just don't dilly-dally, don't wait, do it now, don't procrastinate, do it now. And if there's something that you want or enrichment that you want to go to, don't wait for anyone else because they're not going to do it for you. You have the time, you have the power, you can do it now.
Brilliant. Okay, so I'm just going to stop recording.